Okay, go ahead.
We had what was called World War II a long time ago, and one of the branches of the World War II, the service there was the Merchant Marine, and that's what I was in. We hauled cargo mainly all over the oceans of the earth, and anyhow, during that time, I wasn't saved. I was a sinner boy. I was taught the right way to go, the right way to live, and I just ignored it. And my mother was at home praying for me all the time, and that was so impressed on me that finally it got to kind of a crisis point in my life. The Lord was talking to me and making me miserable because I wasn't living right. And so he got to the point where he started using some pretty strong things in my life to convict me and make me miserable for the way I was living, because that was about the only way that the Lord could get to me. But anyhow, during the time when I was out there in the war area, the Lord has answered my mother's prayers, and the way that it happened was that he got me so miserable that I just felt like I had to have relief. And one day I was out on the deck of the ship, leaning on the railing of the ship, and caused me to look out over the ocean. It was a bright sunny day. And I looked out over the ocean, and there was my mother out there, like this. She was praying, and she was saying, "Lord, whatever it takes." And she was praying about me and for me. She was so desperate herself that she was willing to, even if the Lord took my life, if I was saved, but it's all that mattered to her. So that shows you how much power there is in prayer. I couldn't get away from that, and that settled it for me. And I couldn't wait when I got home to pray and seek the Lord and get right with Him. And that's what He did for me. And that was very vivid. My mother there, like this, and she was saying that prayer, "Lord, whatever it takes."
Didn't you have trouble getting through a passageway on the ship?
Well, I had trouble getting in. I've forgotten where I went, but
Tried to walk through the
oh,
passageway.
yeah, well, on the way out to the deck of the ship, I had to step over a high riser in the doorway to get out, and I couldn't get over that step there. I had to step pretty high, maybe like that. I could not do it. I just couldn't get over that. I was just paralyzed with that inability to walk. And there was something holding me there, and I didn't know what it was. And I turned to go up the stairs there to try and get out of that spot I was in. And finally I got up, went up to the next deck up, and I couldn't get out of there, so I went back, and I went out to the railing of the ship. I was trying to walk and get out of that situation I was in, and I just couldn't do it. I was just paralyzed there, and I couldn't fight that. Get my foot up about that far, and I couldn't get any further. Until I promised the Lord that I was going to serve Him, and that's what it took, and that freed me. And I was able to walk then.
But that's not when you got saved.
No, but I had to promise the Lord I was going to pray to Him and get right with Him. And He knew that I was sincere, and so that's when He released me. I could leave and walk then. So that shows you the power and the mercy of the Lord to answer prayer. If you ever need out prayer, I can always think of that time, and we can all do that. The Lord talks to us, all of us, just in different ways, but that's what it took to answer Mother's prayers for me. Time robs you of your memories, but I almost lost that. But it's pretty much the way it happened.
Where were you when you got saved?
Well, I was in Port Angeles Church there. I couldn't wait to get to the altar. That was when I first got back home from that trip out to sea, and I couldn't wait to keep that prayer, keep that promise.
Was your mother there when you got saved?
No. No, but she knew about it for the night before. What a relief. The old world, is full of ways that the devil can get us distracted from serving the Lord and seeking Him. And he can do that, but then it's just pretty hard to get free from Him, but I'm in business. He answered my prayer. He was faithful to me. He answered Mother's prayer. My mother was a woman that prayed all the time. She was always on her knees in prayer. She was what they called in the church a prayer warrior. And she was always praying for somebody. What was especially hard for me was coming in the house and seeing her on her knees in prayer, and I knew she was praying for me. It just seemed like I couldn't get away from it. That's what was making me so miserable. It was the knowledge of that going on at home. So the Lord found a way to make me willing to answer those prayers, and do what I had to get right with the Lord. And I don't have to do that to make it.
Okay, Dan, what are you thankful for?